Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It is not quite 12 o'clock. I'm doing a little bit crochet. What I do in the morning, I do a bit crochet from little things or whatever little things I'm doing, usually from about 10 to 12 till lunchtime. And this is another one of those little bags I'm doing, so it's going to be folded that way. But I'm doing it with two strands. This is the Sirdar Snuggly. This is 50% cotton and 50% acrylic, and this is a paint box cotton. It's just all cotton. I'm just putting just a little bit variation to put colours together. I don't know what length that's coming out. I better measure it in case it's getting too small. It does tend to, I start off when I do these, I measure the chain till the chain's about 10 inches. But by the time you've done a few rows, it pulls it in. So this was 10 inches when I started. It's nearly 9 inches, so that's okay. That's about the right size I want for folding it up for. Afterwards it'll be folded like that, and that's the way I do the bag, so that you get like the pattern, they're like stripes that run down. But I'll put that down for a minute. I'm using a larger hook. I was using 4.25. This is 5.5. This one I'm using on the and I'll have to put these balls, get my wool winder out and wind them into cakes, because I'm using two inside my little bag here and they tend to ravel around each other. So I'll have to get the wool winder out so they just pull out without, having to pull them out like that. But anyway, this is another one I've done. This is the third one I've made. The other two, one went to Emma, and I posted the other one last night to Julie. And this one's for sale. So I am probably waiting till next Friday when my special offers come on to eBay, where I get 70%. It used to be 80%, but it's now 70% off the selling fees, and I'll put it up then. I put these up for £10 if they're on eBay, but if I sell them privately, someone sends me an email or something like that, I sell them for £8.50 because I don't have to have the selling fees. So that's that one. It's either going up on eBay, or if anybody wants it, send me a message and I can send it out to you that way, because I do have a PayPal account on my channel. And the last few days, this is the first video I've managed to put up since Monday, I think was the last one. I'm having trouble with my computer again. Not the one I just fixed. The one I just fixed I am using now. My other one, my newest computer, it's an Acer. Never really liked it when I got it because the sound is very low on it. I have to have speakers in it for everything that I watch on it, because you can't hear anything on it hardly. But it started making noises, which I took to be the fan. And when I put my hand on the laptop itself, it was vibrating with the fan, the noise of the fan, and the fan always seemed to be coming on. And I had a feeling something was going wrong with it, but I thought, I might be wrong. But yesterday, I put a video up on this channel showing how to do these bags. Well, when I do these bags, it takes me quite a few little bits of videos that I do, because I stop and start and, show one little bit and then stop, do a little bit more and then show another bit. And I have to join all these I have to join all these videos together on the software that I use. Join them together and edit out bits that I don't want in, and you know, but sometimes I go away and I forget to stop the I do them on my phone if I'm showing something where you can see my hands underneath. And sometimes I leave it to go away to do something else and I forgot to pause the video. So I have quite a lot of things I have to edit out of the videos. Well, the software I use, I put it through the software yesterday and it was just sort of like jerky movements all the time and I couldn't get it right. And sometimes when I pause it to edit out something, when I was pausing it, it wouldn't start again. And I'm thinking it was the software. And anyway, I had about 10 minutes left to go. I'd been on about an hour and a half doing all this editing out and everything. It was about, I would say, probably about 10 minutes left to go and my computer shut down altogether. And I thought, well, it's plugged in. It's not the battery hasn't gone flat. Not that there's much life left in the battery now. So I started it up again and checked in the battery. There was still plenty of life in it. It would have lasted for at least half an hour if it hadn't been plugged in. So I started going on things on the computer and I was having trouble on everything. Nothing seemed to be working right on it. So I've come to the conclusion, doesn't matter how much you pay for a laptop, that one cost me £700. Doesn't matter how much you pay for them. It looks like they're only lasting about 2 years before things start to go wrong. This one I'm using now, this one was the same. I had this one for 2 years and it started going wrong. I managed to fix this one. That's how I'm able to use it now. But I am also going to open up my other one. It seemed to be the fan that was causing a lot of the problems on it. Sometimes if you get a lot of dust and muck that gets in through the you know, the little gap things that you have on the computer where the speakers are and things like that. Sometimes you get dust and that sticks to the fan. Sometimes that can cause problems. So I'm going to open it up to see if it's that. But if it's not, I'll have to try and work out if it's anything else. But I was never very happy with that computer though, because the sound was terrible on it. But this one I'm using here, since I've started using it, I don't even have to put the speakers in. The sound's very good on it. Just it's not a very good camera. So I am using my webcam again on this one. I thought, just for curiosity, I'm going to try my webcam because I had an awful lot of trouble with that as well, using it on the other computer. And it is working perfectly on this one. And up to now, I've never noticed anything. There might be a slight flicker, but I have changed the hertz because my computer was set at 50 hertz. And you have to, I've set it at 60 hertz. I can only do 50 or 60 hertz on the computer. And that is supposed to reduce flicker if you have a higher hertz on it. So that's what I've done. And it did seem to stop it a little bit. It's just a slight little flicker now and again, but it is a really good quality picture on it, which I do like. It looks normal, and even the colours on here look normal. This little bag on my other computer looked grey, but it's actually turquoise. That's the colour. And it actually looks a colour it is when I hold it up. So that's what I'm experimenting with my web camera again. What would you call it? Camcorder, not webcam, camcorder. Get these names right. Anyway, I'll see how it turns out, and after I've edited this because I do have to edit things now and again, even on the videos I put every day. But that's the reason I haven't had any videos up, because I was just having so much trouble with the computer and didn't realise at first that it was the computer that was going up the creek. But if there are no noises like there was on the camcorder the last time, Some of it was the things that was going wrong in my computer that was the camcorder was picking up. But anyway, that's something I'll sort that out. And I was at my bingo last night. I never won a game, but my friend won £5. So at least we got something to pay for our, well, nearly paid for our drinks, £2.50 each. But my friend we do a book of 6 to start with, a book of 6 games. It's like 6 little games on a sheet, and there's 6 pages like that in the book. And then we do one with 3. Well, things in between the books, I have domino card, we check the domino cards and the key card numbers and things like that. And then we have one flyer. After those 2 books, we have one single flyer, and then the last flyer of the night after that. Well, the last flyer, we just get a single page with 6 little game things on, all the 90 numbers is on those 6 things. And we were playing this game, we started playing this game, and we're about 2 or 3 numbers in, and my friend's digging me like that, and I was trying to concentrate on them calling the numbers out, and she's saying to me, but I've got the same numbers. I says, I know, we've all got the same numbers, what she's calling. She says, no, I've got the same numbers. That's what you're talking about. She says, hold it, hold the game a minute. I've got a dud card. I was laughing. I'm saying, what are you talking about? So they stopped the game, they stopped calling the numbers. We were about 10 numbers out by this time. And she showed me, she says, look, she says, I've got 28 up there, 28 down there, and 28 there. I've got 50 something there and 50 something there. I've got 70. She says, a lot of the same numbers on the card. I haven't got all the 90 numbers. And I realised what she meant then when she showed me that. But she was putting me off. I had missed a couple of numbers with her digging me and telling me. So they went through all the numbers again so I could I found these numbers that I had. And, we get the looks and that, and then they get the Kathy calling the number. Oh, she said, I might have known it was one of you two. But you had good reason to stop the game because you didn't have all the numbers on the card. And she couldn't have won even if she tried. But anyway, that was a little bit, £5 better than nothing, £2.50 each. But it was a terrible drive up there. It was absolutely freezing. We had snow. Now, I don't drive in snow, but we'd had a lot of sunshine in the afternoon. So a lot of the snow, a lot of it hadn't gone. It wasn't a lot, but it was absolutely freezing. So I was very careful when I was driving because I have to go through a country road that gets up to all the other roads that leads me up to the A1, and there's not a single light on those roads. And I was careful because of the ice that would be on the road because it was below freezing again. And so okay, when I got up onto the A1, that was all right. And from my friend, but 1 or 2 little roads we had to go to after I picked my friend up, I had to be careful there. It was the same coming back, and the demisters didn't seem to be working very well on the car. I even had to open the window on my side just a little bit because the windows kept getting condensed. I was keep having to wipe the window when I was driving. But anyway, I'm glad this is probably our last day of the freezing weather and we're starting to get the temperature back up again. But I was even in bed last night. I had those lovely socks on that that lady in Germany sent me. I'm using them for bed socks because they're lovely and warm. I even had those on, and I have 2 great big crochet blankets that I've made over the years, starting from when my kids were little. They're over 50 years old from when I started them, but they fit over a double bed. I had them on top of my duvet and that, and I still couldn't get warm last night. I should have left my heating on low. I think maybe that's what I should have done because it was so cold. But anyway, I have a little bit, just to show you what else I've been doing, I have a little bit more of my cardigan and the little cardigan with the garter and the cable pattern on. I finished that with the collar on. And I'm going to do a little hat to go with that because I haven't been adding the hats to the patterns because I've only done 2 sizes. So I'm going to do a little hat for that one and a little hat for another one. I think that I've got up for sale actually at the moment. I'm going to do a little hat and add it to it so I can write out the instructions for the hats as well. Forgot about the hats when I was doing them because I've done 1 or 2 and I've done a couple of sizes, little bonnets as well in the same pattern. So I'm going to have to be working on them this afternoon, I think, and then do some of my own tonight. But I'll show you this just a little bit video to show you what I've been up to anyway. And this is how my cardigan is coming on. As you can see, I'm past the armholes on the other side, so there's not much left. And then I'll just have the sleeves to do, and I am just going to do, as you can see, the 2 front pieces practically meet. So I am just going to do maybe pick the stitches up and just do a couple of rows of garter stitch all the way up for the front after I put the neck on. So this is how the 24-inch cardigans came out, finished the collar and everything. And that is all, oh, a little bit of something on there. And that's all the sizes done for the pattern, but I might do a little hat with this one, a little beanie hat, because I think I've only done 2 sizes, 2 hats. I haven't been adding the hats to the pattern, so I think I'll knit a hat with this one as well. So there'll be the little jacket and the hat, and other size of the hats that I haven't done, I'll work out from that, and then I'll be able to start writing the pattern out. So that's how my cardigan's coming on. I didn't get any done last night because actually the games went on a little bit longer, and I think it was after 10:30 when I got home. I usually get home for about 10 o'clock, but it was after 10:30 last night because I was driving a lot slower as well because of the weather and that. And by the time I got a little bit supper and that, and it was time to go to bed. So, but I will be on with it again tonight after tea. And anyone has any photographs they want to keep sending in to me, you know, my email is in the description box. Of anything you've been knitting, I've got quite a few to show on my next slideshow, but I could do with a few more. So just keep on sending your pictures in, whatever you're knitting. Doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be any of my patterns, it can be your own patterns. Anything you're knitting, just keep sending them in because it makes for a nice slideshow. And people do like to see what other people knit. So the thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.